Oh, look at this. Okay, now, Mater, remember, best behavior.
You got it, buddy. Hey, what's that?
Mater.
Hey, McQueen! Over here!
Lewis.
Hey, man.
Jeff.
Hey, Lightning! Can you believe this party?
Okay, rolling into theaters this weekend, Cars 2, the sequel to the animated movie that has gone international.
Our movie guy, Aaron Lafferty, has a preview of the movie that might rev up the weekend box office. Okay, Aaron, we want to know what you thought because this is going to be a popular family flick.
Well, looking at the reviews that are going, Disney doesn't do screenings in West Michigan, so we didn't get a chance to see this one yet. Obviously, it made a lot of money the first time out. It's got the merchandising from the cars.
You're going to get that group in,
because
no matter
kids
what.
like to play with these little Cars figures and all that stuff.
Exactly.
You know, this movie's coming out in 3D, 2D, IMAX 3D, so it's got a lot of money. It's going to more than double the #2 movie at this weekend. I can tell you that.
Okay.
However, reviews have not been great. About 5 to 7 on the reviews between the critics and the fans. Owen Wilson's back as Lightning McQueen. Larry the Cable Guy's back as Mater. Basically, this is a World Grand Prix, so they set out from Radiator Falls, to see who's the fastest car in the world, and then Mater gets caught up in kind of this espionage story with the Michael Caine character, who's a spy, which he does so well. So you kind of got that going. However, this movie is almost 2 hours long. So if you've got little kids, they can't sit for 2 hours. That might be a consideration. It is rated G. So this might be one to rent because of the reviews have not been great.
Or load a good book onto your iPod so you can listen to it while the movie's going.
There you go.
You're sitting there with your kids.
Yeah, most of the reviews.
I never thought of that.
Even though it's a Pixar movie, most of the reviews have said, you know, it looks great, but the story just isn't as great as most Pixar's. As you've come to just realize, you know, Pixar movies usually have a really good story.
And that's what you get sometimes with a sequel. You know, the #2 is not really holding up to the expectations that the #1 is produced.
Although Kung Fu Panda 2 is pretty good. So.
There you go.
Well, that's good to know, too. Yeah.
So we have other new movie offerings if you're not into the animated Cars.
Right. Bad Teacher.
I've seen a lot of those previews.
You've seen a lot of previews, yeah.
But didn't you say that that's sometimes a bad sign?
That's a red flag for you. Yes.
Oh, really?
You've been seeing a lot of these reviews, a lot of these previews, you know, trailers and whatnot, showing Cameron Diaz doing the car wash scene as the teacher trying to raise money. If you see the movie, you'll know why she's trying to raise money. She's basically somebody who doesn't really care about the kids. She's kind of into it for herself. She's got her own motivations of why she's a teacher, why she's at the school. I don't want to give the whole movie away, but not really a great movie, not a good representation of their education system. If you're a teacher, you'll probably be offended. If you're a parent with a child at this movie, you'll probably be embarrassed. There's a lot of different, this isn't like the hard R that Hangover 2 was, but this is an R-rated movie. You know, Cameron Diaz, Jason Segel, Justin Timberlake's in it. You know, Justin Timberlake and Cameron Diaz were together at one point in the real world, so there's kind of that chemistry there, but just not a great movie. I give it a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
The worst movie I've seen this year.
Really? How about that?
Absolutely.
So far.
So far.
There's more June coming out,
There's
I'm
more
sure.
to come.
Yeah, it's only June.
Just,
Will it be #2?
No.
No.
It'll probably be 3. Green Lantern will probably hold at #2.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this movie's going to be 3 at best.
Something else new coming out?
We also got finally the winner at Cannes Film Festival, The Tree of Life, Terrence Malick. He doesn't do a lot of movies. Every couple years, almost every decade maybe, he comes out with a movie. This is Brad Pitt, Jessica Chastain, Sean Penn. It's kind of a drama fantasy about a family and how their life impacts the rest of the world. It's kind of a you know, butterfly effect kind of a movie where, you know, what they do in the world, how it affects the rest of the world and how the rest of the world affects them. It's kind of a different kind of a movie. It's more than 2 hours long. It's PG-13, but did really well with the critics. Won at Cannes Film Festival, so you know it's only playing at Celebration North. Go see it, or maybe wait to rent it. But it is a movie that did get good reviews and will probably get some Oscar nomination consideration at the very least.
Right, a lot of star power in that.
Yeah, Sean Penn's not in the movie that long. He plays the Brad Pitt's son grown up.
Okay. Did he just do that, or did he direct it, or produce it, or anything like that?
He was just an actor.
Okay, so. Interesting. We also have a clip, a sneak preview.
Yep, real quick, 30 minutes or less, which filmed here for 3 months last year, includes a chase scene down Division Avenue.
Homeboy's got the federales in hot pursuit.
Let me concentrate, okay? I do this for a living.
No, you don't. You get high and deliver pizzas. That's nothing like this situation. Whoa, that guy got messed up.
Ooh.
Lots of-
Wow.
I was there the day they did that
Yeah,
crash.
lots
I mean,
of-
over and over and over again.
Lots of scenes. You got Grand Rapids police cars, Grand Rapids uniforms for police officers. This movie comes out August 12th later this year. You got Jesse Eisenberg, Aziz Ansari, Nick Swartzen, and Danny McBride. So that'll be a fun one to see when it
Yeah,
comes out.
you can kind of spot
Yeah.
those landmarks in the background.
Yes.
And there are some things out on DVD this weekend.
Adjustment Bureau, Unknown, Cedar Rapids, which was shot in the east side of the state,
Yep.
and Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2 is also out. So all
right,
that's
well, good.
Great.
on the web.
Thanks for filling us in,
Fantastic.
Aaron.
You
We
bet.
always appreciate it.
Lots to look forward to.
Laugh at the Movies. You can find them Facebook, online, woodtv.com.
Twitter. Follow him.
Where else?
YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube.
YouTube too.
We'll be right back. Where are
This is 8 West.